Welcome to Key Trends Spot, your daily dose of what's hot, what's viral, and what's next. From K-pop to culture, we spot the trends so you don't miss a beat. Taehyung has always been known as the most supportive member when it comes to Jungkook's projects, and this time is no different. Recently, a single photo circulating online has sparked endless speculation. It's rumored that Jungkook will be making an appearance for Calvin Klein's upcoming show, and Taehyung seems to be quietly rooting for him every step of the way. It all started with one image, just a single sketch that looked like Jungkook in a sleek, bold Calvin Klein outfit. That was enough to send the entire internet into a frenzy. Armies everywhere couldn't contain their excitement. Within seconds, hashtags like number model Jungkook and Calvin Klein Jungkook started trending globally. But the question remains, is this a comeback of the iconic model Jungkook era, the one that previously shook the fashion world to its core? Or is it the beginning of something even bigger, a complete transformation that would redefine Jungkook's global image? The post itself exploded almost instantly. In less than 5 minutes, millions of fans across the globe were flooding comment sections with screaming emojis, crying emojis, and wild theories. Everyone wanted to know, is this an official teaser? Or will Jungkook walk the Calvin Klein runway this season? And the speculation didn't stop there. Things got even more intense when the president of PVH Japan, Calvin Klein's parent company, added more fuel to the fire. He posted something on his Instagram story, a photo of a brand new Calvin Klein store in Tokyo, featuring a giant 3D holographic image of Jungkook. Underneath the photo were words that made fans lose their minds. The countdown begins. That phrase alone sent ARMY into overdrive. Was this just for a regular store opening? Or was Calvin Klein preparing for a massive global campaign with Jungkook at the very center? Fans began to notice more clues. The PVH Japan president suddenly followed ITZY's official account. Yes, ITZY, who had previously collaborated with Calvin Klein. Was this a hint of another idol-focused fashion movement, or perhaps even a crossover collaboration involving Jungkook? With every passing hour, the fandom's conspiracy theories grew wilder. Some fans speculated that Jungkook would appear virtually at the Tokyo store using cutting-edge 3D projection technology. Others went even further, claiming that Calvin Klein might be building a Jungkook-themed pop-up museum. Too far-fetched? Maybe. But with Jungkook's influence, nothing feels impossible. After all, when it comes to Jungkook and fashion, he has proven that a single appearance can shift global trends overnight. And then came the most shocking rumor yet. Jungkook was rumored to have created a secret Instagram account, specifically to promote his own personal brand, alongside Calvin Klein. This theory gained traction after several K-fashion influencers started dropping cryptic hints about an unexpected exclusive collaboration. Imagine this scenario. Jungkook not only headlines a Calvin Klein global campaign with a futuristic concept, but also uses the opportunity to launch his own fashion line. For someone as visionary and bold as Jungkook, this wouldn't just be a dream, it would be a strategic power move. Media outlets around the world were quick to catch on. Top fashion magazines from Seoul to New York began reaching out to Calvin Klein for official comments. But so far, absolute silence. And that silence is only making the speculation burn hotter. Another key detail caught the fandom's attention. The sketch of Jungkook wasn't just any rough drawing. It was incredibly detailed, from his hairstyle to the cut of the jeans to the style of his boots. It looked less like an idea and more like an actual blueprint for a photo shoot or runway look. Could this be a sneak peek of an upcoming Calvin Klein global event? Or maybe something even more exclusive, like a special campaign launching in Tokyo and Seoul simultaneously? Fans are analyzing every pixel for clues. We all know this much. Jungkook isn't just any idol. He's a cultural powerhouse who once skyrocketed Calvin Klein's global sales with just a single photo shoot. It makes perfect sense that the brand would want to secure another iconic collaboration with him. But this time, everything feels different, bigger, louder, more mysterious. It's as if there's an entire puzzle for fans to solve, piece by piece, and they're loving every second of it. One sharp-eyed fan even noticed that the background of the leaked sketch matches the interior design of Calvin Klein's Seoul flagship store. Does this mean there are two special events planned, one in Tokyo and another in Seoul? Armies are now comparing store layouts like detectives on a mission. Meanwhile, the phrase Jungkook Calvin Klein started trending at #1 in multiple countries, including South Korea, Japan, the US, and Brazil. And when Calvin Klein's official account posted a single eye emoji with no caption, that was it. The internet went wild. Thousands of comments flooded in. Is he back? When will you announce it? Will we see Jungkook on the Calvin Klein runway this fall? Even celebrities started joining the conversation. A few well-known Korean stylists began reposting Jungkook's old Calvin Klein campaigns, while one insider hinted, someone with the initial J is about to change the fashion world forever. At this point, the entire industry seems to be holding its breath. The fandom has gone into full-on investigation mode. They're organizing countdowns, collecting every screenshot, translating interviews, and analyzing every cryptic social media post from PVH and Calvin Klein executives. For ARMY, this isn't just news. This is a defining moment, a potential milestone in Jungkook's solo career outside of music. If these rumors turn out to be true, the world might soon witness Jungkook's transformation from global music icon to full-fledged fashion powerhouse. Analysts are already calling this the biggest idol brand collaboration in years, possibly even bigger than previous Calvin Klein campaigns. Why? Because this time, it doesn't feel like a simple endorsement. It feels like something personal, strategic, and visionary. And what makes it even more intense? Big Hit hasn't said a word, no confirmation, no denial, nothing. This silence feels louder than any statement they could make. If all of this turns out to be true, it could mark the start of a new era in fashion and entertainment, with Jungkook as a pioneer. He wouldn't just be a model, he could be a creative partner, or even the owner of a fashion sub-brand under Calvin Klein. Think about it. A boy from Busan who once dreamed of performing on stage now stands as a symbol of influence and power across music and fashion. Jungkook has already made history with BTS, but this move could cement his individual legacy. Fans everywhere are holding their breath. What will the next post be? A teaser video? A press release? Or will Jungkook himself break the internet with a single update? Whatever happens, one thing is crystal clear. If Jungkook walks that runway or drops his own brand, the world will never be the same again. It won't just be a fashion moment, it will be a cultural earthquake. So now, the question is, are you ready for the Jungkook fashion era? Because whether it starts in Tokyo, Seoul, or the virtual world, one thing is certain, the countdown has begun, and Jungkook is at the center of it all.
Some sort of pain, you caused a permanent stain, which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear, I feel the end day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear. You gon' die if you